This is a view up the street towards the highway from our place. And we're going to do a little panorama shot so you can see the neighborhood and the type of places that are around the Crescent Bay Hideaway. Some of the homes are beautiful. We have our whale who constantly swims there. And what we're looking at right here is the gate that leads down to the beach for the lifeguard department. See the water shimmering in the background. Here is the deck of the view of the Hideaway looking towards the ocean. Directly in front of us is the lifeguard access road. Here is the deck of the Hideaway with a table that seats 6. That's the entrance of the Hideaway. What you are looking at is an interactive floor plan for the Crescent Bay Hideaway. This floor plan can be found on our personal website at www.crescentbayhideaway.com. As you can see, there are green magnifying glasses in a number of these rooms. As we move our cursor over these green magnifying glasses, it will show you a picture of what that area looks like from that perspective. When we move through to the entrance of the Hideaway, we come to our family room, and you'll notice that there's very comfortable seating and even reclining chairs. We have a lot of room in the Hideaway. In fact, as in this particular room, the family room, it offers informal sleeping for 4 people. They can use that in the day bed, the trundle bed below it, as well as the hide-a-bed. In addition to that, we have our internet station with our complimentary PC for you to surf the net while you're here. Or if you have your own laptop, feel free to use our wireless. Moving to the kitchen area. The kitchen is large, as you can see from this picture. But we also have a table that matches it. It can open up to seat up to 12. When you combine this seating and this table with what we have out in our front patio, which is another table, the Hideaway can handle quite a crowd. Moving on towards the formal sleeping quarters, we have 2 good-sized bedrooms which both have a queen. The smaller of the 2 bedrooms is only small because we don't think a crib can fit in there comfortably. But the larger bedroom, a crib can easily fit, as well as a number of other things. Moving towards the master bathroom, we pass the game closet, and we can see that the master bathroom has a tub, and it's actually a tub shower combination, plus a regular shower. As you move towards the stack washer and dryer, you have a picture of exactly what that bathroom looks like. One other major difference between the Crescent Bay Hideaway and a lot of others, we have 3 separate entrances to the Crescent Bay Hideaway. 2 of the entrances lead directly to bathrooms. This entrance off the side of the house leads to this bathroom, and the entrance off the front of the house leads to this bathroom right here. What that does is it facilitates use of the Hideaway by either gender or family. So that when you come down to the Hideaway to spend time with your loved ones, you have a lot of flexibility to use the facilities the way you need to. Again, you can see the rest of this floor plan in our personal website at www.crescentbayhideaway, that's all one word, .com. This is a side of our house that heads on up towards that picket fence, which heads up towards our garage where our parking is. We're going to go there next. This is a view of our private parking, which is essential when you live this close to the beach. This is a view of the Hideaway from directly across the street. As you can see, the Hideaway is downstairs there. Notice the height of the hedge. You can't see anybody sitting back there, but they can see everything that's going on. And there's plenty to see. Here's our neighbor's home. and going on over towards the lifeguard access gate, which is directly behind the gal who's standing there in the blue sweatshirt. Here's the access gate leading down towards the beach. When people say that they are literally steps from the beach, the question is how many steps and exactly what is there? Right here you can see people going by on their kayaks. Here is Crescent Bay. The waves you hear are the waves in the background. The slanted rock out there is where the seals are. You can see a seal sticking his head up right there on the bottom of the slanted rock. As we pan down to the end of Crescent Bay, you'll see that it's all sand. During the summer there's a lifeguard in the tower. You know, when you're way out in the middle of the country somewhere, it's just difficult to believe how beautiful this area is until you've actually seen it with your eyes. This is Crescent Bay. And these homes that are here, believe it or not, cost on the average between $10 and $40 million. My kids ride these waves all the time. Yours will too. These are the homes that surround an area called Crescent Bay Park. Crescent Bay Park is at the north end of Crescent Bay. Notice just the cars that are around this neighborhood. It's an area of high value homes. As we face, if you look down Crescent Bay, at the end of this point, or an extension of this point, is where the seals live. Here's Seal and Bird Rock off of Crescent Bay Point in Crescent Bay. I'm going to zoom up and see if we can see any seals. Yeah, you can see them. One is even trying to bark. It's not snow up there, folks. As we come around here and take a panoramic shot back to Crescent Bay, you can see the beach all the way along. Taking a shot down towards Laguna proper. See it goes down, beaches all along. Most of the other beaches though, have a lot of rocks and seaweed. The beach chairs and the umbrellas are ready. The shed in the background holds all kinds of wetsuits for different sized people.